leave you with, okay? Purpose, career, and mindset. This is what I teach all of my students in all of my classes, right? Again, that visual, right? The character building, all of this stuff. So let's take a look here. This is what you are trying to do with your life. You're finding your purpose. The goal is the middle, the red, okay? And so look at what you have, this Venn diagram, the overlapping, right? So something that you love to do. Clear. It might be clear that I love what I do, right? My science, my art, my music. So it's like you make sacrifices. You do what you have to do. And then something that the world needs. The world absolutely needs good education, quality education. The world absolutely needs sustainable energy, right? To clean the world of plastics and pollution.
So what's your name?
My name is Serena.
So Serena, what are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about doing this program for a second time because I did it last summer and it was really fun.
My name is Sherard Taylor.
So what are you most excited about in this program?
The thing I'm most excited for is to learn how to code and just build my overall understanding in STEM because I've never really been into STEM fields, but doing programs like this has helped me learn more and actually be interested.
My name is Trinity Ponce.
So Trinity, what are you most excited about in this program?
I'm excited to learn coding because I've never coded before.
What's your name?
My name is Carol.
And what are you looking forward to learning throughout this program?
I'm looking forward to getting to know how to use new technology like the Arduino board and all the new things that have been introduced to us because I'm not really familiar with them. So I think it's really cool to be able to develop a new skill and we have our mentors and everything teaching us how to use it.
So what is your name?
Davia.
And Davia, what are you most excited about in this program?
I'm most excited about learning new things and showing the final project at the end.
Purpose to me is finding something that strengthens you and motivates you to be a better person.
To me, purpose is something that you feel like you're called to do, but you also enjoy it and feel like you're making a true impact on people in the world.
By understanding, by taking a different approach, by asking for help, by accepting the help that other people were willing to give me, I was able to take that very negative conversation and turn it around. And I think what that showed me is that just because the door closes one time doesn't mean it's going to be closed forever. And just because you tried things the way that you understood doesn't mean that that's the only way to do it. And it doesn't mean that you can't change a person's mind, and it doesn't mean that your mind can't change too. So I think it changed a lot with how I learned how to communicate and not just be okay, well, this went bad, I'm going to move on. But rather is it worth working on? Is it worth trying a little bit further and seeing if there could be some success? So that changed my communication skills a lot, I'd say.
Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and lastly, just stay curious. Be curious, ask questions.
What have you learned so far?
I've learned that a prototype is something that is essentially it's a plan that doesn't have to be successful the first time because the professor said that a plan, usually in school you're expected to get it on the first try. It's always supposed to be perfect, but a prototype you just go through the steps again and again to get that perfect result you're looking for.
I think STEM is important because it helps out with real world problems, and you can find a lot of things by going into STEM, and it means to be very empowering. And I think it's a very huge opportunity to be a woman in STEM because not everybody gets the opportunity to be in STEM.
How would I influence other young girls to take an interest in STEM? And I would influence them by telling them that STEM isn't just you're playing technology or engineering. There's so much more that goes into STEM. For example, one of the first speakers we had showed us that you can make art by taking colors out of flowers and just creating art with it, and that's part of STEM. Also, developing apps is another thing that goes into STEM, so I would just want people to know that it's not just what they see or what they think it is.
This program influenced my feelings for STEM because even though I may not want to go into the field, I could help influence others to try it out to see if they would like it.